Hello from San Antonio, this is Siren Tarot. Welcome back to another Pick a Card reading. How does he or she see you? This reading is timeless, and for this reading there are 4 different options. Option 1, Option 2, Option 3, and Cuatro, Option 4. As always, timestamps will be provided. Don't overthink it. Just think of your person of interest. Take a deep breath and make your selection. If you chose the first crystal, here is your reading. Page of Cups, Sota de Copas, Caballo de Copas, Knight of Cups, La Templanza, Temperance, Eight of Rods, Eight of Wands, Ocho de Bastos, the Sun, El Sol, Five of Rods, Five of Wands, Cinco de Bastos. Four of Diamonds, Four of Pentacles, Cuatro de Oros, Queen of Hearts, Queen of Cups, Reina de Copas, and the Knight of Swords, Knight of Spades, Jack of Spades, Knight of Swords, Caballo de Espadas. Okay, we have a pretty balanced mix of the feminine and the masculine, and we have Temperance. So this person sees you as someone who is balanced, but to start with the Page of Cups and then have the Knight of Cups and the Queen of Cups, they see you as someone who's very sweet and classically feminine. You're good with people, you have emotional intelligence, you're good at keeping the peace. You don't have conflicted energy. You don't enjoy stirring things up. You may avoid conflict because you like for everyone just to get along. You don't like any problems. You're very diplomatic. So yeah, we have all this water, but I'm also getting strong Venus and Libra. So if you chose one, you could have Sun and Scorpio, Pisces rising, Moon and Venus in Libra. Because I'm just getting that you're really diplomatic and you're really good at getting along with different kinds of people. In the birth order, you may be the middle child. You could have an older sibling and a younger sibling. And you had to learn at an early age how to kind of keep the peace, how not to be too needy or problematic. And that could be where you struggle. You struggle at voicing your needs. You may have trouble getting your needs met because you don't want to cause any conflict. I'm getting people pleaser, for one. They see you as someone who's very sweet. I'm getting sweet and submissive. So, could be a BDSM type relationship, or there's just shades of that. So the person, your person of interest, I see them being dominant and classically masculine, assertive, sometimes aggressive, very vocal about their needs, their desires. They definitely assert themselves. They definitely express their opinion, and you may struggle with that. So they see you as sweet, feminine, submissive. If you're not a parent yet, they see you as someone who would make an excellent parent. I'm seeing mother, but it could be mother or father, but this is so feminine. We do have the most positive card in the center, the sun, which of course that is masculine, Leo, fire. But they just see you as someone who's really good at taking care of other people. You're good at the whole love thing. You're very generous. You give love. You're loving. You're kind. You're compassionate. And I feel like with this row, it's like I say all the time, I don't read reversals. I read cards in the upright. You can get all the information you need from the cards in the upright. I would say essentially the Five of Wands is reversed because you avoid conflict. Okay. You're very kind in your communication. If you have to express a harsh truth, you try to soften it and make it as sweet and non-threatening as possible. You could have Mars and Venus in Libra, actually. You could have a lot of stuff in the 7th house, the house of Libra. Also, this person sees you as someone who's very attractive, universally attractive, like a model or an actress. A lot of people find you attractive. You appeal to a lot of people, and your personality is a big part of it. I was watching Drew Barrymore recently on Bill Maher's Club Randall, and people were just commenting on the chemistry between Bill and Drew. Drew is Pisces, Bill is Aquarius. But, you know, there's that whole thing. She's been called America's sweetheart, the girl that everyone loves, the manic pixie dream girl. I'm not getting manic pixie dream girl, but that Piscean sweetness, she probably has some Libra in her chart. That Piscean sweetness, that Venusian Libra sweetness, that's what I'm getting for one. They see you as a sweetheart. That's what I'm trying to say. And they just want to protect you. You bring out their protective side. And they want to provide for you. So I'm seeing traditional roles here. You're the sweetest person they've ever known. And there's potential here, if you're not currently with this person, if you're not in a serious relationship, there is the potential for it becoming serious and you having a child or children together. Now the Astro die. Saturn in Capricorn in the 12th house. The 12th house is the darkest house. That's the house of Pisces. They could see you as someone who is psychic, intuitive, perceptive, classically feminine. 3 is Sagittarius, 5 is Mercury, Gemini, Virgo, 8 is Capricorn, so 10, that's 1 Leo. So 4 is the dominant number, making Aquarius the dominant energy. Not getting Aquarius vibes at all. You could be the opposite of that. Excuse me. What is the opposite of Aquarius? Leo in the center. I'm not really getting Leo either, but I would say you have more Leo in your chart than Aquarius. You could have a Leo placement. Because I'm really not getting extrovert. I'm getting introvert for 1. You could have a great smile and great hair. That's very Leo. But I don't see you trying to be the center of attention. I don't see you having this big ego. I'm speaking in generalities. Leo's not all about ego, but I'm not getting Leo vibes for this. Your person of interest could be a Leo, or they could have Leo placements. Ox, born in the year of the ox. Tennessee. You are not toxic. Gwen, genuine. Tony, Antoinette, Anthony, Tanya. Nadia, Natalie, Nancy, Susan. I'm obviously seeing beyond the letters. Oh, we have Texas. Okay. Yeah, that's what I see for 1. Hope that helps. I do this full time. I'm always available for private readings, and I have a second tarot channel. I think I'll do a pick a card there after I upload this with message cards. I don't usually use the message cards at this channel. Thanks so much for watching. Peace out. And if you chose the second crystal, here is your reading. Six of Pentacles, Seis de Oros. Two of Wands, Dos de Bastos. King of Wands, Rey de Bastos. Seven of Cups, Sete de Copas. Page of Pentacles, Soto de Oros. Temperance, La Templanza. Nine of Diamonds, Nine of Pentacles, Nine of the Oros. I call this the sex card. Eight of Wands, Ocho de Bastos. And Nine of Clubs, Nine of Wands, Nine of Bastos. Okay, if you chose to, I feel like you've known this person for years. I would say 5 years or longer. There's history here. This person really knows you. So this is not some vague, abstract impression based on Instagram selfies or whatever, social media presence. I feel like this person knows you. I feel like you've probably had sex. You've had in-depth conversations. You may have lived together. You may live together now. It's like I say all the time. Anyone obviously can watch these readings. Sometimes people who are in serious relationships watch. So you and this person could currently be together, or this could be an ex that you had a substantial relationship with. But I get the sense that you excite this person's imagination. So I can see them having fantasies about you. I can see them just daydreaming about you while they're at work. They think of you often. And this is probably a spiritual relationship. It could be soulmates, because we have the most spiritual axis in Western astrology in the first row. We have the Seven of Cups, Seven's Pisces, and Nine of Pentacles. That's a Virgo card. This is a really strong first row. I see mutuality. I see mutual feelings, mutual attraction. This person had or has fantasies about you, but they are rooted in reality, if that makes sense. So this is not really about a crush or projection. I feel like, again, you and this person know each other. This person has a lot of respect for you. They see you as a hard worker. They see you as someone who's very independent. The sex is amazing, or it could be amazing if you've not had sex yet. Very strong chemistry. There's a lot of lust. I see earth and fire as the lustiest combination, and we have a lot of earth and fire. They see you as someone who is sexy as hell. Sexy to the point of distracting them. I feel like if you are together, if you're in a relationship, you have sex a lot. This is a very sexual but also spiritual connection, the best of both worlds. There could be mental telepathy. I feel like they dream about you. Even if you haven't spoken in years, there's still a lot of energy. It's just flowing. So if you've not talked to this person in years, I can see them still thinking about you, still dreaming of you. And the connection is just ever present. It's too strong to disappear. You could have a child or children together. They love your energy because you have a lot. You have a surplus of energy. You're very productive, ambitious, goal-oriented. You're healthy. You take good care of yourself. They love your body. They love how you express yourself. They may struggle with expressing themselves. Perhaps they're not quite as confident as you are. Or you're super creative and they're not that creative. And they admire you intensely is what I'm getting for 2. So yeah, a lot of fire and earth. If you chose to, you could have Sun in Taurus, Mercury in Aries, Leo rising, Moon in Sagittarius, of course, one possibility of many. You're confident and you get attention. You could have a lot of admirers, a lot of followers. You could have really strong social media presence, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram. You get attention. I am getting Leo for this pile. I saw Leo in the first pile. The sun was in the center, but I was not getting strong Leo vibes for the person. I don't know. It's kind of complicated. It's kind of weird, but I'm getting Leo for this. Leo, Taurus, Aries, Sagittarius. I feel like you're visible. You get noticed. And whenever this person gets messages from you, their face lights up. You excite this person. I would sum it up that way. You really excite this person. But it's not just sexual. It's also spiritual. Could be soulmates. Okay, the astro die. We have Aries. Sun and Aries in the 7th. They love your sense of humor. You crack this person up. you go there. You say things that most people would be too timid or too shy to say. 2 is Cancer. Excuse me. 1 is Leo. 3 Sagittarius. 4 Aquarius. Oh, that's weird. I got Aquarius for the first pile as well. And I was not seeing Aquarius at all for the first pile. Like Aquarius, you could be really good at shocking people. You're singular. There's no one else like you. They've never known anyone like you. And that's exciting. They could see you as a genius. So yeah, you could have something like Mars, Venus, and Aquarius. Maybe Aquarius rising if you chose to. Or a Uranus that makes a lot of aspects, or a packed 11th house, which is the house of Aquarius. Valerie, Vanessa. I'm seeing Virginia, even though the abbreviation is VA, but I'm seeing Virginia. Oh, Virgo. Not really getting the Virgo vibes, but we do have the Knight of Pentacles, which is a Virgo card. Geo, you could have some Italian ancestry, perhaps, or you're Italian, you're in Italy. Hog, born in the year of the pig, the boar. This person would never ghost you because there isn't really anything vague about this connection. This connection's super strong, so I can't see this person ever ghosting you. I feel like you're a lot more verbal, a lot more talkative, a lot more communicative than this person. You could be extrovert to their introvert, opposite of what I saw in 1. Sheila. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's what I see for 2. I hope that helps. I do this full time. I am always available for private readings. I'll link those in every box. I also have a second tarot channel. I'll probably upload a video to that channel after I upload this. Maybe a message reading, because I don't really do the message readings here. Thanks for watching. Peace out. And if you chose crystal number 3, here is your reading. Well, that was messy. Do another good hard shuffle. Caballo de Copas, Knight of Cups. Son of Copas, Page of Cups. 7 of Pentacles, Sept d'Oros. Oh, you got the angel number, 333, stove clock, make a wish. That's 9. 9 is Aries. Most positive card in the deck, the Sun, El Sol. Timeless reading, but it's still Leo's season as I record this. We're coming up on the new moon in Virgo. What is today's date? Is today the 19th, August 19th, 2025? You could be watching this in Pisces season 2026, Taurus season 2032. I doubt it. I doubt that this channel will be up in 2032, but you never know. Okay. I call that the sex card. 8 of Rods, 8 of Wands, 8 of Bastos. Knight of Rods, Knight of Wands, Caballo de Bastos. Ooh, Six of Hearts, Six of Cups, Ace de Copas. Eight of Hearts, Eight of Cups, Ocho de Copas. Ten of Spades, Ten of Swords, de Espadas. Could be an ex. Could be on again, off again. This is a really intense connection. How do they see you? They see you as their other half. For some, they could see you as the one that got away. This is a really intense connection. They see you as someone similar to what I saw for one, but more intense. They see you as someone who is sweet and sexy. You've got the feminine and the masculine. This is pretty much a blend of feminine and masculine. We got the water, we got the fire, we got air. We have the one earth card. Yeah, you're a balance of the feminine and masculine. So you're good at going after what you want. You're good at expressing yourself. But you can be very sweet, very submissive. You can be very good at taking care of a partner's needs. If this was a relationship, or maybe it's a relationship now, when this person gets sick, you take care of them. You make them soup. You make them tea. I feel like you have this healing quality. You're really good at making the correct tea or doing the correct thing when someone gets sick. So, I'm getting strong Virgo and Cancer for 3. Yeah. You have this tendency to spoil your lovers. They feel like you're really good at the whole feminine caretaker thing, but also you're a really good lover. And it's deep with you, or there's the potential, if you've not really been with this person, there's the potential here for depth. Okay. I'm hearing Unchained Melody by the Righteous Brothers. Yeah, that's the song for 3, is Unchained Melody. So this is definitely romantic. It's not just sexual. There are deep feelings here, intense feelings. They could see you as the love of their life. And you've overcome something, and they really intensely admire your strength and resilience. They see life just knocking you down, and you just keep going. You don't stop. So you have that masculine trait of perseverance, persistence, toughness, but you're also the sweetest person they've ever known. Similar to pile 1, but it's more intense, I would say, for 3. And I see tender lovemaking. I see all the words of love. When you and this person met, there may have been that instant closeness, that instant intimacy, that instant familiarity that you experience with soulmates. And they just wanted to hold you in their arms right from the beginning. Just this instant attraction that goes beyond the physical, this soul attraction. That's what you have with soulmates. They love your vulnerability. They love how you open up to them and you trust them, and you can get deep with them, and you can cry easily in front of them, and you're not worried about how it looks. You're genuine. You're authentic. You're beautiful at, you're adept at expressing emotion. They love the beautiful, graceful way in which you express yourself is what I'm getting for 3. If you chose 3, you could have Sun in Cancer, Mercury in Leo, Pisces rising, Moon in Virgo. It's just one possibility. I see them wanting to fight for you. They want to protect you. They want to defend you, but they know they don't have to because you're good at defending yourself. But you bring out that urge in this person, that urge to fight for you, to protect you, to defend you. They would not tolerate anyone disrespecting you is what I'm getting for 3. Okay, the Astro die. Four, Moon in Capricorn in the 4th house. I don't get Moon in Capricorn vibes at all for this pile. Your person of interest could have Moon in Capricorn in the 4th house, but I don't feel like you do because the Capricorn moon is very cold. It's very stoic, and I'm not getting cold or stoic for 3 at all. Five is Mercury, Gemini, Virgo. I feel like you're easy to get along with. You're not argumentative. Again, similar to what I saw in 1, you avoid conflict, if at all possible. You're very peace-loving. You're into the whole harmony thing, everyone getting along. 1 is Leo, 6 is Venus, another 5, 10, 1, that's Leo. So 2 is the dominant number, making Cancer the dominant energy. Yeah. Regardless of your gender, you're very nurturing, very maternal. If you're not a parent already, they see you as someone who would be an excellent parent. I'm seeing mother, but whatever fits. They love your legs. I don't really focus on physicality at this channel. If something jumps out, it jumps out, and we've got legs. You got legs, you know how to use them. Reference to the Goofy song from the 80s. I think it's Goofy, but no offense to any ZZ Top fans out there. Craig, I'm getting Craig. Maybe you met on Craigslist. People don't meet on Craigslist anymore. They had personals for years. I met people from Craigslist, but fragile. You're very fragile, but tough. You may seem fragile, but you're very tough. You've overcome some stuff. Fern. That little girl from Charlotte's Web, her name is Fern. I loved that book when I was a kid. Glenn, Glinda. I'm seeing Lisa. Less is more. If you're a woman, could be you don't wear a lot of makeup. Maybe you just rock the natural look. Anything else? Rayleigh, Carly, Carla. Okay. Rev. Maybe you and this person, you like to go to basketball games together. I'm not really into sports, but I've been saying for years I would love to go to a basketball game. Yeah, I can see you going to basketball games. Grief. You could be a grief counselor. That's random. Colette. Cole. Okay, I'll stop there. That's what I see for 3. Hope that helps. I do this full time. I am always available for private readings. All the info's in every box. I have a second tarot channel, 2 Cups, 2 Mini Tarot. I'll probably be doing a pick a card there after this, a message reading, because I don't do the message readings here at all, or I've not in a long time. Thanks for watching. Peace out. And if you chose 4, Quattro, here's your reading. So yeah, check out my second tarot channel if you haven't already, 2 Cups Too Many Tarot. I do everything there, but I think after I upload this, I'm going to do a message reading at 2 Cups Too Many. It's a beautiful damn start. 6 of clubs, 6 of wands, Ace de bastos. Strength, Leo. We are still in Leo season as I record this. We're coming up on the new moon in Virgo, but timeless reading. You could be watching in Scorpio season. You could be watching in Aries season 2058. I don't think this will still be a thing in 2058. Those are the Aquarius wind chimes. Deus de Copas, 10 of Cups, and 10 is the number of Leo. Knight of Pentacles, Caballo de Oros, 6 of Cups, Ace de Copas, 7 of Swords, Siete de Espadas. Four of Clubs, 4 of Wands, Cuatro de Bastos, Queen of Clubs, Queen of Wands, Reina de Bastos. 3 of Clubs, 3 of Wands, Tres de Bastos. You're feisty. The fire dominates. You're feisty as hell. You're a fighter. You could literally be a fighter. You could be a wrestler, boxer, kickboxer. I feel like you're very kinetic. You're very active. You're very physical. You have an amazing body, an amazing energy. Maybe you're a yoga instructor. I don't know. You got a lot of energy. You know what to do with it. You take excellent care of yourself. You could be kind of OCD. You have very stringent, rigid habits and routines. You get up at 6 and you go running for 5 miles. Then you have an oat smoothie or a protein smoothie. Then you do some kind of work on Zoom, remote work. And then you work in the garden, and then you feed the dogs and the turtles. I don't know, but I see you having this very carved in stone schedule and routine. You get 8 hours of sleep every night. You drink 8 glasses of water every day. You've got really good teeth. You take good care of your teeth, your face, everything. You exhaust this person. They feel like you may be too much for them. You may have a much stronger libido than they have. You want sex a lot more than they do. If you're a woman interested in men, this man may feel like he's not man enough for you. Like you have a bigger dick than he does. Metaphorical, you know. I'm talking about Mars. So I've noticed that in my life a lot of times. I mean, every time that I can think of, actually, with all of my exes and relationships, I've always had the stronger Mars because I've got Mars in Capricorn. It's exalted in Capricorn, and it's potent. My Mars is at 4 degrees in the 5th house, the house of Leo. So you could have a really robust, strong Mars. And you intimidate this person. They feel like you're super sharp. You make all these mental connections. You're not lazy at all in any sense of the word. You're not mentally lazy. You're not physically lazy. And they just feel like you're too much. I'm seeing the couple from Jerry Maguire, Tom Cruise. You know, he played Jerry Maguire, and his ex, played by Kelly Preston. I'm getting Kelly Preston and Jerry Maguire. Perhaps you're not as toxic as she was, but that crazy, crazy energy. You're very masculine, regardless of your gender, because the fire dominates. I mean, we have Six of Cups in the center. We have the Knight of Pentacles, Ten of Cups. But for some, this could be third party to have Ten of Cups over Seven of Swords. But it's not about the nature of the connection of the relationship. If something jumps out, it jumps out. But how do they see you? They see you as someone who is very tempting, but problematic. Because with you, the sex is just front and center. You exude this strong magnetic sexuality. You could get a lot of attention. You could be a sex worker. You could have an OnlyFans. You get a lot of attention. You have a lot of admirers. You're very visible. You're very active on social media. There could be some jealousy here. They could see other people gravitating to you and they feel threatened, is what I'm getting. They feel like you're always just 2 steps ahead of them. You can outthink anyone. You can outwit anyone. You're just running the damn chessboard, apparently. You could be the next president. If you're in America, United States, you'll be the next president. You're crazy energetic. You've got goals. You've got ambition. I'm not really seeing softness or sweetness or vulnerability, although we have the Six of Cups in the center. You don't show vulnerability. You don't show fragility at all. People can see you as someone who is tough as nails. You've survived something. Maybe you survived the streets. Maybe you've done some jail time, or you just come from really challenging situations. You come from, I don't know, you've overcome a challenging childhood, a challenging environment. You've come out ahead. Maybe you built a small business from scratch and you're super competitive and you just don't stop. Okay, so if you chose you've got to have strong fire in your chart. If you don't have strong fire in your natal chart, definitely pick another pile. Or if obviously what I've said has not resonated with you at all, pick another pile. You could have Sun in Aries, Leo rising, Moon in Sagittarius. I mean, your astro combo could be all fire, actually. A fire intense chart. I only have Neptune and Sagittarius in my chart. I don't really have any fire or water. My chart is earth and air dominant, but I'm seeing a fire dominant chart for 4. You can be very blunt with the truth. You can weaponize your words. You hurt people with your words. Okay, Saturn and Aries in the 5th. I can't make this up. A fire placement in a fire house. 5th house, that's a house of Leo. Four is Aquarius, 2 is Cancer, 6, Venus, 5, Mercury, Gemini, Virgo, 7, Pisces, 7 and 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 2. No, Cancer is not the vibe at all for 4. This person could have Cancer placements, but I'm not getting Cancer for 4. I don't think you have any Cancer placements at all. So you're the opposite of that. The opposite of Cancer is Capricorn. So you could have something like Mars in Capricorn, because it is exalted, as I said. Or you could have stuff in the 10th house, which is the house of Capricorn. Yes. Fire is masculine, which is positive. Yes. Flu. You don't get sick often. You're very healthy. You take excellent care of yourself. If you get sick, you recover super fast. So you could have a really robust 6th house, which is the house of Virgo, or you have a sun that makes a lot of aspects and a Mars that makes a lot of aspects. Ronald, Rod, ruddy. You could have a ruddy complexion, an olive complexion. I don't see you being fair or pale. Rad. I do not like that word at all. I'm very funny about the words that I like and don't like because I am a writer. I'm working on my latest poetry manuscript, actually. It'll be published soon, and I'll be promoting it in Toledo, Ohio in November. Ragu. You like to make pasta. You have Italian ancestry, or you're actually in Italy. I'm sure they don't use ragu in Italy. But grade. You could be a teacher. Could be an instructor. You could be a professor. Yeah, grade. I'm seeing Florida. Grady. It's a name you don't hear every day. Sadie, Sexy Sadie, the Beatles. We don't have an I, but Sadie or Sade. This is no ordinary love. Dill. What's the deal? You can be very blunt and very direct in your speech. What's the deal? What's the deal with you? What's up with you? You're not shy. You're not scared to confront people. You will cut a bitch. Lager. I don't see you drinking lager or beer. Maybe the occasional glass of wine, but I'm not getting someone who just sits and drinks a lot of beer and watches whatever. What do people watch these days? I don't know. Slade. Slay all day, every day. I don't see you sitting around eating Lay's potato chips. Not getting couch potato vibes at all for 4. I get exhausted just looking at these cards. Gladys. Oh my God, we have Gladys. My step-grandmother was Gladys. She was a Cancer. Went to Pepperdine. Graduated from Pepperdine. She was a model. Not when I knew her, but in her early years, she was a model. You're not afraid of anything. Diana, Dallas. Yeah, you're not afraid of anything. You're probably a sports fan. I can see you going to football games, soccer games, basketball games, baseball games. Yeah. Dylan. Oh my gosh, we have Dylan. We don't have an N, but I'm seeing Dylan. J Dilla. I'm seeing J Dilla. Personal favorite. J Dilla was Aquarius. Anything else? Sarah, Sally, sorry, India, Feldman. Corey Feldman's been popping up in my feed lately. Corey Feldman's a Cancer. I don't feel like you believe in fairies. I don't feel like you're an airy, fairy, esoteric kind of person. You probably don't collect crystals. You may not believe in astrology. You could be an atheist. Yeah, you probably don't believe in fairies. You don't consider yourself a starseed if you chose 4. I'll stop there. Yeah, I'll stop there. That's what I see for 4, and that does conclude this pick a card reading. Thank you all so much for watching, liking, commenting, subscribing, and sharing. Sending you all massive love and light from San Antonio.